This is the 35th day in the Gaza-Israel war. And every day in this war, I hear more and more criticism leveled against Israel and against the IDF, calling on Israel to withdraw, to enter a ceasefire without any preconditions. I've been playing basketball most of my life, in high school and in other teams. And just like in basketball or in sports, you have a set of rules and you have a referee that is in charge that both sides abide by these rules. In this battle, for some reason, Israel seems to be the only one abiding by these rules, and at the same time is being criticized by the judge, which is the international media, which is the rest of the world. Let me remind you that Israel is fighting a terror organization that kidnapped 240 civilians from their houses that include women, children, and the elderly. This terror group, since its inception, calls for the annihilation of the Jewish state, of the state of Israel. This group is launching missiles from hospitals, from United Nations buildings, from schools, from kindergartens, from heavily populated areas, while Israel is allowing humanitarian corridors almost every day in the past week to allow for civilians of the Gaza Strip. May I remind you that Israel is not controlling the Gaza Strip. It is allowing civilians of the enemy to evacuate south, to minimize the loss of civilian casualties. And yet, the entire world is blaming Israel and calling on Israel to stop without releasing its hostages and without ending this terror group that is calling for our destruction. I know that this battle is spiritual, and the spirits that operate here are strong spirits of deception. That's why, first of all, I call on all of you to pray, to unite with Israel in prayer, that God's spirit of truth will fall on the earth. And of course, for the peace of Jerusalem. But I would also call on you to act. Tell your friends the truth in this conflict, that Israel is fighting a terror organization that kidnapped women, children, elders, that can be your father, your mother, or your kids. And call your representatives in order to ask them to act and to support Israel in this war. This is a battle between good and evil, and if we do not stop it here, in the Gaza Strip and in Israel, it will reach the rest of the Western world. Thank you, and pray for the peace of Jerusalem.